Hey guys, I'm Jeppe from Tech I Want, and as you saw last week, Rafi, he reviewed this crazy sound engineering creation bug, and I thought I need to try this out myself, so I took it home yesterday and I basically experimented with like a lot of the sounds to see the craziest combinations that I could come up with and to see if the things that they promise actually work. I sometimes have sleep problems, and I think the number one thing I wanted to try out first was to see actually if this could help me sleep. So I was like, I really love fire and I love thunder and I love rain, so I want to see if I can combine them, basically creating that outdoor experience that I really like. You know, I like the outdoors, but I have a 9-to-5 job and I live in the city, and sometimes it's just, I get too stressed. So I tried this combination of like 100% fire and then 30% rain and thunder. And I was trying to sleep to it yesterday, and it was actually amazing. You know, this feeling of being in a tent, it's cozy, it's raining, you have your sleeping bag with you. Another one is that sometimes when I work, I feel like I'm doing way too many things are in my head. And whenever I turn on this sound combination, I feel like I'm sitting in like the middle of a prairie with like a running stream of water, and literally nothing is happening. So basically this is the prairie sound that gets me really relaxed. So it's like 40% stream, and then a little bit of fire and rain. Like 25%. Listening to this for like a long time makes me super relaxed. So I don't know if you've seen Sherlock Holmes, but there's this guy who can kind of remember everything because he knows how to get into his own mind palace. And I kind of wanted to try and recreate this, so I just turned on the birds. Just a little bit. Normally people would find out that birds are relaxing, but actually the birds for me help me to focus. So there's two functions that go together really interestingly. The bells, this one, just kind of takes me into a weird place. To be absolutely honest, it's my favorite sound. It's so dissonant, so confusing, but it actually makes me a little bit relaxed. But then together with birds, that's where interesting things starts to happen. Like, it gets me confused. If I start turning up the birds a little bit, I feel like I'm in a Stanley Kubrick film. Or like, I feel like the guy in Clockwork Orange when he has to sit with like the eyes like this listening to classical music. It just kind of offs me a little bit.
Excuse me?
What if I turn up the craziness just a little bit? So I tried experimenting with what I would like to call what it feels like to be a monk in the medieval ages, having to copy the Bible manually by hand. So there's alpha, which I still don't know what does. And then there's bells. Fire, 50% also. This really takes me into a weird space. Like, I actually feel like a really religious person who has to sit and like manually write things down on an old piece of paper in a monastery. Like the church bells are there, but it also has like this eerie religious feeling. I don't know. I think maybe this brings me closer to God or further away from God. I haven't really understood which one of those two it is. But I feel pretty comfortable about this. Until I tried turning on thunder. Because when I put on thunder on 100%, it just changes this whole mood. Like, it was comfortable, all fun and games before, but when thunder comes in, I just... Like, I don't even know who I am anymore, I think. I think if you listen to this for an extended period of time, like, you will definitely get pneumonia somehow. This next sound combination is like my definition of the audible version of like top shelf whiskey. I listened to this combination for like 30 minutes yesterday evening and I haven't slept since. So really dangerous stuff. And bear with me, this is a really complicated setup. So it's alpha 50%, fire 50%, thunder 95%, bells 50, stream 25, and then birds a little bit higher than the stream. After listening to this for 30 minutes, I felt my soul leaving my body. So this was all the sound combinations that I could come up with that was useful to me or scary to me. Whenever you get your soul, just send us your sound combinations. And without too much bullshit, just subscribe. Like, I'm not gonna tell you this twice. Just do it. It's not that hard. It's a little click. That was all from my side. I'm Jeppe, this was Tech I Want, and this is Soul.